Good morning, student. Today we are going to discuss chapter 5, Understanding Elementary Shapes. In this chapter, first we discuss perpendicular line. What is perpendicular lines? Two straight lines are called perpendicular lines if they intersect at right angles. Two straight line are intersect at right angle, then we can say they are perpendicular to each other. So look here, one line AB, other line intersect it, BC, okay, intersect it at right angles. Then you can say this is two line AB and line CD. You can write here D, line AB and line CD intersect at right angle. Right angle means 90 degree. Okay, 90 degree. Then you can say line AB and line CD are perpendicular to each other. Okay, the symbol of perpendicular to you can see here like this. This is a perpendicular symbol of perpendiculars. Okay, if you write AB perpendicular to CD, so we write here AB perpendicular to CD, line AB perpendicular to line CD. Okay, so in this way you can see here two straight lines, you can say AB and CD intersect each other at right angle, then you can say it is a perpendicular. Okay, so exact definition of perpendicular of two line is that two straight lines are called perpendicular lines if they intersect at right angles. Okay, if they intersect at right angle means 90 degree. So you can say line AB and line CD are perpendicular to each other. The symbol of perpendicular is this. We read it AB perpendicular to CD or CD perpendicular to AD. Okay, both lines perpendicular to each other. We can write AB perpendicular to CD, or we also write CD perpendicular to AB. Okay, here also this is right angles, this is also right angles, this is also right angle, means each angles is 90 degree. Okay, if two lines are perpendicular to each other, so made by this lines, each angles, you can see each angles is right angles, you can say 90 degree. Okay, so now I hope all of you understood what is perpendicular. Two line segment or two lines are intersect each other at right angle, then you can say this is a perpendicular to each others. Okay, right angle means 90 degree. Now we are going to discuss perpendicular bisector of a line segment. Perpendicular bisector of a line segment. Of a line segment. Perpendicular bisector of a line segment. A line is called perpendicular bisector of a line segment if it bisects the line segment at a perpendicular. Okay, if any line, this is a line segment, suppose this is line segment AB and a line PQ are perpendicular to AB and bisect it. Okay, PQ, line PQ perpendicular to AB and bisect also AB. Then you can say this is a perpendicular bisector of AB. Okay, line PQ perpendicular to AB. Perpendicular means angle between them is right angle. This means 90 degree. Okay, in this way you can say PQ is perpendicular to AB or AB is perpendicular to PQ. Now, and PQ is bisect. Bisect means PQ divides AB to equal parts. Suppose here O. Okay, so PQ bisect AB such that OA is equal to OB. It means that OA is equal to OB. Okay, so we can say PQ perpendicular bisector of AB. Okay, line PQ perpendicular bisector of line segment AB. Okay, so this is the perpendicular bisector of AB. Clear? So I hope all of you understood. Perpendicular bisector of a line segment. Here AB is line segment or PQ is line. PQ bisect AB and also perpendicular to AB. So you can say PQ is the perpendicular bisector of AB. Now we are going to discuss exercise 5.5, question number 1. Question 1 है, which of the following are perpendicular line? Which of the following are model for perpendicular lines? The adjacent edge of the tabletop. You can see the adjacent edge of the tabletop. This is a top surface of table. Okay, this is the adjacent edge of the tabletop. So these edges and this are perpendicular to each other. Okay, so this is an example of perpendiculars. Okay, so A part is true. Now B part, the lines of railway tracks. So you can see the lines of railway track like this. This is not perpendicular. This is parallel lines. Okay, but in the case of tabletop, edge of tabletop are perpendicular to each other because the angle between them is right angle, or you can say 90 degree. Okay, so B part, railway tracks is not parallel. It is a this railway part is not perpendicular. Railway tracks are parallel to each other. Okay, the lines of railway track is parallel. Next C part, the line segment forming the letter V. The line segment forming the letter L. This is L. Okay, so here one line segment. This is second line segment. So they form letter L. So you can see here, this is a right angle. This is a right angle. So both are perpendicular to each other. This line segment and this line segment are perpendiculars. Okay, in first case this side and this side are perpendicular to each other, and here the railway track is not perpendicular to each other. Okay, perpendicular, not perpendicular, and the perpendicular. D part of this question. The letter V, you can see this is a letter V. This is a letter V. The angle between this line segment and this line segment is not right angle. This is a not right angle, means this is not 90 degree, so they are not perpendicular to each other. Okay, they are not perpendicular to each other. Tabletop, the edge of tabletop are perpendicular to each other. Letter L, the line segment forming letter L, they are perpendicular to each other. Railway tracks are not perpendicular to each other. Okay, and letter V, the both line segment to form letter V, they are not perpendicular to each other. Now, second question. Second question is that let PQ be perpendicular to the line segment XY. PQ is the perpendicular to the line segment XY. Let PQ and XY are intersect in a point A. Okay, PQ and XY, line segment PQ and line segment XY intersect a point A. So what is the measure of angle PAY? So let's see this question number 2 of exercise 5.5. A student, if you put this chalk and this dusters, so you can find the angle between both duster and chalk is a right angle. So you can say this chalk perpendicular to these dusters. Okay. Question number 2. This is given PQ and XY. This is XY, X, line segment X, line segment Y, and this is line segment PQ. Okay, and P, this is Q. They are perpendicular to each other. Okay, this is given PQ and XY are perpendicular line segment, and PQ and XY intersect a point A. Here this is point A. Okay, this is point A. We find here angle. Which angle we find here? PAY. PAY. So we find the value of angle PAY. Okay, because they are perpendicular, it means that angle between them is right angle. Right angle means 90 degree. So the angle PAY is 90 degree. Okay. Also you can say the angle QAX is 90 degree. This is also 90 degree. You can say PAX is also 90 degree because they are perpendicular to each other. Here this is also 90 degree. Each angle is formed by both line segment. If they are perpendicular, so each angle is 90 degree. Clear? Now, question number 3. There are two set square in your box. You have geometry box. You can see. You find two set square. Two set squares is the shape of two triangles. Two instruments in your geometry box like as two triangles. Okay. You can say set squares. Okay. Set squares. Okay. Clear. What are the measure of angles that are formed at the corners? Okay, so measure of angles of two set squares. So one set square measure angle of one square is 90 degree, 60 degree, and 30 degree. This is a measure of bigger set square. This is a measure of angle of bigger set squares, and one is smaller set square. So measure of angle of smaller set square is 90 degree, 45 degree, and 45 degree. Okay. In your geometry box, two set square have the measure angle of bigger set square 90 degree, 60 degree, and 30 degree, and smaller set is 90 degree, 45 degree, and 45 degree. So question asks, this is a measure of two set squares. What are the measure of angles that are formed their corner? They have any angle measure is common? So you can see they are the angle measure of the corner of set squares. What is the common angle? So you can see 90 degree is the common angles. Okay, this is clear. Okay, so I think all of you understood. This is question number 3. This is question number 3. In your geometry box, you have two instruments like the triangle. This called set square. The major angle of one set square is 90 degree, 60 degree, and 30 degree. And the major angle of next set square is 90 degree, 45 degree, and 45 degree. And they have which angle common? You can see 90 degree is common between both set squares. Okay. Now we are going to discuss question number 4. Here this diagram is given. Okay. In question number 4. Question number 4 have study the diagrams. The line L is perpendicular to line M. Here this is given. A line L is perpendicular to line M. This is given. Okay. Line M is perpendicular to line M. Here you can see line M is perpendicular to line L. Both are perpendicular to each other. Okay. So first question arises here: is CE is equal to EG? First question is here, given here: is CE is equal to EG? Both are equal. Question asks yes or no. This is equal. Yes or no. So you can say yes, CE have two gap, one gap, two gap. EG also have two gap. Okay. So they are equal. So in A part you can say in A part you can say S comma CE is equal to EG because both have equidistance from point E. Okay, and line L is perpendicular to line M. Okay, and line M is also perpendicular bisector of line segment CG. Okay, you can say line M is the perpendicular bisector of line segment CG. So CE is equal to EG. Both are equal. So yes, CG is equal to EG. Clear? Now B part of this question is that does PE bisect CG? B part. Does PE? Where is PE? PE. Point P. Here is point P. PE bisect CG. CG here. C and G. Okay. This line segment. We are talking this line segment. Line segment CG. PE bisects CG S because CE is equal to EG. So and it is given that line M perpendicular to line L. Okay, and this is CE is equal to EG. So we can say PE bisect CG. You can write here S because CE is equal to EG. So PE bisect CG. Clear? Here you can see CE is equal to EC, and this is line segment CG, and this is perpendicular to line M. So you can say line M is perpendicular to line L, or you can say line M is perpendicular bisector to line segment CG. So here we also can say that P is the perpendicular bisector of CG, or you can say P is bisects CG. This is clear? Now, C part. Identify any two line segment for which P is perpendicular bisectors. So we identified here that PE is the perpendicular bisectors. We identified two line segments. You can see a line segment DF. Line segment DF. So P is also perpendicular bisector of line segment DF. You can say line segment CG. P is the perpendicular bisector of line segment CG. You can say BH. Line PE is the perpendicular bisector of line segment BH. Okay. So let's see C part. Question asked, any two line segment. So you can write DF, line segment DF, and line segment CG or BH. You can write. Okay. Line segment DF and BH, okay, which the PE perpendicular bisectors. Okay. CD, DF, you can see here both have one gap. So this line is perpendicular also. So you can see this is perpendicular bisector of DF and BH. How many gap? 1, 2, 3 here. 1, 2, 3 here. So this line is bisect this line, and this line segment BH and also perpendicular. So you can say the line PE is perpendicular bisector of line segment BH. So our answer is DF, line segment DF and the line segment BH. You also can say CG is also line segment which P is bisect. Okay. You can say AE is also line segment who is bisect by P. Clear? Now, D part of this question is that are these are true? First, this is given AC and greater than FG. Second part is given CD is equal to GH, and the third part BC is less than EH. Okay, this is given, and according to these diagrams, these are true or false. Okay, according to the given diagrams, and we identify this is true or false. So where is AC? AC. How many gap? 1, 2. 2 gap in AC, and FG only one gap. You can see here only one gap. AC is 2 gap, AB and BC, but here FG only one gap. So this is true because AC has 2 gap and FG have 1 gap. So AC greater than FG. This is true. Clear? Now we are going to discuss second part of part D. CD is equal to GH. CD is CD. Here CD is one part. Okay, and also GH is also one part. So this is also true. Clear? Now CD is one part, one gap, and GH is also one gap. Both are equals. Okay, and BC is less than EH. BC is one gap. Okay, and EH is 1, 2, 3 gap. 1, 2, 3 gap. So BC is less than EH. This is also true. Clear? So you can see here, according to these diagrams, all are true. So you can write here, all are true. Clear? So in this way, we are completed this exercise 5.5. Now we are going to discuss classification of triangles. On the basis of triangles, on the basis of sides, and on the basis of angles. On the basis of sides, triangles have three types: scalene triangle, isosceles triangles, and equilateral triangles. In scalene triangles, no sides are equal. In isosceles triangles, two sides are equal, and in equilateral triangles, each side and three sides are equals. Okay, and on the basis of angles, acute angle triangle, right angle triangle, and obtuse angle triangle. Clear? So in this way, you can say 6 types of triangles. 3 is on basis of sides, and 3 is on basis of angles. So let's see the figure of each types of triangles. Types of triangle. This is on the basis of side. First triangles is scalene triangles. In these triangles, no side are equal. No side are equals. This figure like it. Okay, this is the scalene triangles. Side AB, C. No side are equal. You can write here AB does not equal to BC, and BC does not equal to C. Okay. So if a triangle which have no any side are equal is called scalene triangles. If all sides of a triangles are unequal, okay, all sides of equal are unequal of a triangle is called scalene triangles. Now second is isosceles triangles. Isosceles triangle. The figure of isosceles triangle like this. D, E, F. In these triangles, D, E, F, side D, E and D, F are equals. Okay. So if any two sides of a triangles are equal, it is called isosceles triangles. Okay. See, in these triangles D, E, F, you can see two side. Side D is equal to side D, F. So you can say this triangles is isosceles triangles. Now we are going to discuss third types of triangles. This is a scalene triangle. Equilateral triangle. In equilateral triangles, all sides are equals. Okay. Equilateral triangle. Okay. In these triangles, all sides are equal. Like this, you can see AB, BC, CA. AB is equal to BC, BC is equal to C. So here AB is equal to BC is equal to CA. Okay. If all the three sides of a triangle are equal, it is called equilaterals. In this figure ABC, triangle ABC, you can see AB is equal to BC is equal to CA. So you can say this is equilateral triangles. Now we are going to discuss the types of triangle and the basis of angles. Types of triangles on the basis of angles. Basis of angles. Okay. First, acute angle triangle. A triangle with each angle is acute angles. A triangle, if all the three angles of a triangle is acute angles, means less than 90 degree, acute angle means less than 90 degree, then you can say this is a acute angle triangles. In this figure you can see each angle less than 90 degree. Okay, so this is a acute angle triangles. Acute angle triangle. Okay, right angle triangles. In a triangle, at least one angle is 90 degree, a right angle, like this. In a triangle, at least one angle is right angle. One angle in a triangle, one angle is right angle, then it is called right angle triangle. Right angle triangle. Okay, and next is obtuse angle triangle. In a triangle, at least one angle is greater than 90 degree. This is called obtuse angle triangles. In this triangles, you can see this angle is greater than 90 degree. So you can say this is a obtuse angle triangle. Angle triangle. Clear? So you can see here types of triangle on the basis of angles and on the basis of side. Okay, I think all of you understood types of triangles. Thank you for watching. Jai Hind.